Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Podcast, a proud member of the Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. It's the end of the year and time to take a listen back at some of my favorite Life radio show moments from the past year. Enjoy. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at wwsu1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
And you guys don't know this. This is the last Wednesday live broadcast of the Life radio show.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Do we get to take anything home with us?
Well, you can take the mixing board if you want.
Oh, no, I want something.
Well, no, we'll be back next week
on
Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. because I'm quitting my job tonight. This is my last night as a second shift neurosurgeon.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So from now on, all of my brain surgeries will be done in the morning. So we'll be covered then, everybody, and then I get to do this fantastic stuff in the evenings.
Oh, that's good. Like you deserve to do it.
But we'll still be rebroadcast on Wednesdays from noon to 2 through the summer.
Oh.
So I'm going to record Tuesday night, rebroadcast it Wednesday, so that people that listen at this time, both of you can continue to listen.
Okay.
So yeah, it's exciting. It's all these things
shifting.
happening. Yeah,
Very Doc Brown of you.
Yes.
There are 2 listeners right now?
Well, there are 3 of you.
Yeah.
So there
okay,
are 4
okay.
people. There are 4 people right now listening to what's being said in this studio.
Cool.
Oh, we'll do. Hey, we got another Florida story coming up. I wonder if this is somebody else that's dead.
Beautiful.
Last one was
probably.
Yep. The last one was great. Authorities in Florida have arrested 3 people in connection with a brazen panty pilfering scheme that allegedly stole thousands of dollars worth of women's unmentionables. According to the Tallahassee, I'm back at it. According to the Tallahassee Police Department, Kenesha Jackson, I had no problem with that, 29 years old, and her fiance, Kobe Richardson's 47. That's quite an age difference right there. So that's
good for him.
Yeah. Are former employees of a logistics company that packages and ships Victoria's Secret products. Beginning in November 2017, customers who'd purchased panties online from Victoria's Secret began complaining that their shipments were overdue. An internal investigation was launched in March. It was allegedly discovered that Jerisa Fry, a 25-year-old friend of Jackson and Richardson, was selling new Victoria's Secret underwear online. Photos posted by Fry show that the merchandise being offered for sale was in the same barcoded bags used by the logistics company to track items prior to shipment. The trail of plundered panties further pointed to Jackson and Richardson, police said, when it was discovered they'd been assigned to prepare the majority of the missing items for shipment. Brilliant crooks.
Yeah,
let's just use the same. Let's just use the same. We got to keep track of it somehow. Let's just use the same barcode. They made it really simple.
Yeah, let's just keep it brief.
Keep it brief. There you go.
I like it.
Well, Holly is the queen of puns, so yeah, keep it queen.
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
No.
Yeah. You didn't get your shipments either, did you?
No.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. I got nothing.
If I got nothing,
I got no
free-balling it over.
I'm pretty much, as they call, commando right now. I'm commando, flapping in the wind.
Yeah.
That's where the answer is. Flapping in the wind.
Good call. That's. Oh, I'd love having you on the show, Holly.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, that's why you're such a great fit for the show.
Extremely comfort fit. Yeah.
So much for informative.
Was Holly or Adrian, were you missing shipments?
No, because I'm poor and haven't bought undergarments in a very long time. That's the benefit of having everything covered up. My it's a real mess under here.
All right. Well, that's the things we're learning today. Now we're back to informative.
Full circle.
Yeah. It's an important show. This is the most important show that is on this station between noon and 2 on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Yes.
Wow.
And soon to be the most important show on this station from 7 to 9 p.m. on Tuesdays.
It's one of those
Yeah,
things.
speaking of Devo,
I love Devo.
that was Hazmat Guy, wasn't it?
Actually, to be honest
That's
with
pretty
you,
close, yeah.
Hazmat Guy was the same outfit as the old Devo, but it was by pure chance because my dad was doing some painting and he went to the dollar store and they had 13.
So you weren't really the bass player for Devo.
I was not. That's the guy from Akron there, one of the, I forgot his name, one of the brothers. Devo. One of the
I know him. I know the brother.
That was Mr. Devo and his
Right.
brother,
No,
Mr.
it's not.
Devo.
It's not. I forgot his name. Damn, I'm a big fan too.
I seen him on
Obviously,
Fridays, right? Isn't that where Devo was?
Yeah. Well, Devo. Well, on Fridays the show with the videos. You mean the TV show Fridays? They had a video on Fridays. Never mind. So anyhow,
Well, this show's going to be on Wednesday.
this show's going to be on Wednesday, and right now it's like 1:17:24. But the thing
25.
is,
I thought you guys were going to switch.
It's too complicated.
Yeah,
we
true.
can't get.
Yeah,
we can't.
you don't
Don't
want to.
typecast us.
I would just have to keep asking. I said, line.
It's happening at any time now. But anyhow, the Hazmat Guy outfit very much resembled the old Devo outfits, but it was by pure coincidence. Although
Everything
I felt
but the hat.
the inspiration of it. Well, the hat was just a shower cap. That was a
No, I
slam
mean
on
the
hip.
Devo hat, the little.
Oh no, that was the other
The parking cone?
incarnation.
Yeah.
There were several incarnations of Devo. First, they started out in yellow suits, which were hazmat suits. Then they went to the red hats.
Right.
Then they went to like the plastic hair. Any Devo fans, call in right now, even if it's tomorrow. And then they went. Now they had the blue hats, and now they had these weird, strange. Just go to Devo and on Google and type in Devo, and you'll see all their different.
That is
uniforms.
really more about Devo than I ever thought I would know.
Oh, but Devo was, before they sold out, they were very edgy and very,
Really.
they were punk.
I'll try to find some of that stuff.
They were punk. Go look at the old Devo. And
Now,
I would say
when was it that they sold out?
with Whip It.
With Whip It?
Whip
Okay,
It.
that's kind of what I figured. Their first
Whip It. They went new
their
wave.
first only commercial success, really?
Pretty much. And
Yeah.
then after that, they had a couple, they kind of, dwindled down
Yeah.
from there. But they were really they're from Akron, so they're from around here. But they were weirdos. They're artistic weirdos. And they didn't even want to do music. They did art with music. It was the kind of thing. And actually, the documentary said they got paid to leave once.
They got
They got
paid to
by
leave.
the club to leave. That's how much they were loved.
Wow.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's my new gimmick.
We found your edge now. That's what.
Yeah, that was way too much Devo for what anybody wants here at on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. On a Tuesday night, Wednesday afternoon. Yeah. There's
I'm
only
giving
so
up on
much.
Tuesday nights.
I don't blame you.
The heck with it.
I
No
mean,
one's
we just-
calling. No one's even walking by.
We talked about the clock. We talked about Devo. We've talked about Wendy's fast food. Really, I mean, how much more informative a radio show can we be?
40 more
I
minutes.
don't know.
40 more minutes worth of
We give
informative.
and give and give.
Yeah. That's all. And we just keep giving. That's what we do here.
Right turn, Clyde.
Well, here's some news to since we don't have anything interesting to talk about.
Remember Gary Gnu?
I do remember
The
Gary
Gnu's?
Gnu and on the Gnu's. I can't
Yeah.
remember the show that was
No
on. but
Gnu's is good
Yeah.
Gnu's.
Oh, there you go. So let's do. Man, that's a good reference.
We are old, sir.
We are. Nobody. There's probably 40-year-olds on your Facebook page that don't get that reference.
And they're like, what the hell's a GNU?
Yeah. What the
Pretty
hell?
sure it's pronounced new.
No, it's not.
I don't
It's
think
Gnu.
It's GNU.
It's Gary Gnu. And here's your good news.
I said good day.
U.S. Border Patrol agents in Brownsville, Texas, got a real on-the-job surprise last Monday. Agents working near the Rio Grande witnessed 3 individuals trying to enter the country, including one who was carrying a small black duffel bag. The smugglers changed their minds about coming to America. After they saw the agents, they dropped the bag and hoofed it back to Mexico. Apparently, they had a donkey.
I think so. They hoofed it.
Yes. When the officers examined the duffel bag, they were shocked to discover an unconscious male tiger stuffed inside. The tiger, estimated to be around 4 months old, was returned over to Gladys Porter Zoo in Brownsville. So now they're smuggling tigers.
There's a town called Brownsville?
Yeah,
that's
what I'm taking away from that.
You don't know there's a town called Brownsville, Texas.
In Texas, I wouldn't have picked Texas to have Brownsville.
Yeah, that's why not?
Although when you think,
been there,
when you think about it is Texas, they would have a specific town for it. I guess.
We're gonna take you to Brownsville.
Yeah,
we're gonna take this all the way to Brownsville.
Told me that.
You and your wide foot.
And my wide foot's going to take you to
we made it back.
Brownsville,
We
boy.
made it back. we went all the way back
to Brownsville and back. That's what.
We didn't even have to hoof it.
Yep.
Where'd you get a tiger in Mexico?
I don't know.
You've never seen a Mexican tiger?
No,
dude, they're rare.
Yeah, they're very rare.
Yeah.
Apparently small enough to fit in a duffel bag, unconscious.
It wasn't Tony the Tiger. It was Tony Manuel. That one was bad.
Oh, damn. Oh, shame on you, sir.
Yeah, what can they get me for copyright infringement?
I don't know if you do it that way. You may be good. That was actually.
Oh, that's
what's the off brand of that? They're good enough. They're meh.
Yep. Just eat them.
Little flaky.
It's all you can afford. What do you care? Little flaky. We weren't talking about California. We were talking about Texas.
Yes.
Little flaky.
And they're Brownsville.
I'm sure there's a lot of Brownsvilles in California, too.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. That almost sounds racist, but that's not even where we were going.
Well, especially with a K.
Brownsville just sounds like the made-up ass town in a crappy Stephen King book. It's
literally a crappy.
Literally.
Well, yeah. And it's an ass town, so it's Brownsville.
Yep. There's a sinkhole.
The lights
right
came on. The FCC's here.
Yep.
We're
we
done.
are shut down. It's Brownsville. It's a town. It's a town in Texas. I think there's even a beach. I don't know. There's probably sand. I've
New
not
York
been there.
City. What? Oh, wait.
Nothing like getting sand in your Brownsville. I got pulled over on the way in by campus police. So,
dude, Paul Blart is to be taken seriously.
Yeah. They were on a Segway. One guy ran the siren.
That was the old school one.
He was sitting on the handlebars of the kid's bicycle.
Did he have the shrinking?
Yeah.
He's got a special key for his Segway, so it only goes so fast.
Hey, budget cuts.
Governor.
You're right, state.
It has a governor.
But no, I did. I was driving and I went to stop at a stop sign and a bunch of crap on my seat went to fall off. I grabbed it, but I went ahead and went through the stop sign and they busted me, man. I am just, God.
You're fit to be tied right now, aren't you?
Cost me nothing because they gave me a warning, which, I think that's all they can issue. I don't know. Yeah, it was like, you get a demerit. I got a demerit.
Now, sir, I have to warn you about this warning I'm about to give you.
Yeah, 3 demerits equal a warning. 2 warnings equal a...
You out of here.
Yeah, you're out of...
He gone.
For now, just get out of here.
Yeah, just for tonight.
And go on to whatever you were doing. But no, they were polite. It was just...
What a strange encounter.
Funny. Yes, yeah.
Huh. Sir, I don't think you understand. I used to work here.
Yeah, I used to work here. Take your stop sign. And, I would have stopped, but Wright State's budget cuts, I can't afford brake pads. This first news story is good for the special gift that I'm giving to my guests for this week and the next few weeks.
Yeah.
I've been on a diet recently, and I realized that with my diet I need proper exercise. And there is always a neglected area that people forget to exercise. You see these buff guys at the gym, but they're not doing certain exercises. So I actually bought each of you your own personal exercise equipment.
Nice.
And we're going to talk about some news stories while we're doing these exercises, because I feel this in the interest of time. We can't just be on here doing exercises on the radio. So we're going to talk about news stories while we're doing them. Now, what I have in the bag is your own personal exercise equipment. This is a mouth exerciser.
Okay.
And if I can get it out of the bag, let's all crinkle together. And this is to help when you have like saggy jowls and cheeks that you need. Man, these things are really
this thing is big,
really in there. Yes, they are very big. They are very big. And I don't even know for sure how to insert.
Oh, I think I can see which way's up.
Right, yeah, because it's you know exactly what it looks like.
I know how to use these. I use these all the time.
No,
not really.
All right, well let's see if we can all.
This
get
is
them
top,
in.
and this is.
I think I
which
might
way's
have had
top?
it upside down.
Top is with the slit. Yep, you're holding it right.
Top is the splits on top.
Say, this is.
Oh, look.
This is fantastic.
Yeah,
because it's really
I
hard.
don't think I'm doing it right.
This
This goes behind my teeth.
Yeah, not behind your teeth, just behind the. I don't
Or
think
that?
behind the teeth.
Oh, that's the hollow. Holy jeez! All right,
That is perfect, Mike.
I'm gonna Facebook Live. I'm gonna go on Facebook Live right now.
Yes, let's go. Since this is our face right now, let's go on to Facebook Live.
How do we Facebook?
I have no idea how to do that, but this is really, this is a good exercise.
Is this look okay?
Good.
Oh, I can talk way harder.
This is actually how you learn how to be a ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
This is just strange to me so
This
far.
is
Are we alive?
on Facebook Live
That's awesome.
right now,
That is,
and nobody is watching. And I don't,
you gotta try to exercise the lips. Like I should have brought in some Kleenex because we're gonna start slaughtering.
Yeah, I think John just flirt.
What's that?
John flirted a little bit.
Yeah.
Flirt.
I slurp. Yeah, to slurp.
Yeah.
Slurp.
God, it's digging into my gums.
That's all part of the
I
experience.
feel like I'm getting my X-rays. Right there.
That's
is
all
unreal.
part of the experience, Mike.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dad, make sure when you pull that out, you don't pull anything else out. Yeah. There you go.
So, let's try the first news story and see what. I kind of feel like Fire Marshal Bill.
Fire Marshal Bill? All right.
Fire Marshal Bill. All right. Hornstar, Stormy Daniels.
Hornstar?
Hornstar.
Hornstar.
The sight of traffic stacking. I feel like I still have my teeth in or my mouth in. The sight of traffic stacking up on a weekday had to be a familiar one for commuters and road trippers plying Poland's major A2 highway on last Wednesday. But as the minutes whipped by while cars sat still, it had to dawn on them that something was different this time. This was no vanilla traffic jam. And they were right. It was a chocolate one.
Oh, no, I know what this is.
A tanker carrying at least a dozen tons of liquid chocolate flipped onto a highway median near Słupka in western Poland. The driver survived, emerging with minor injuries that had and then being taken for treatment at a hospital, but the tanker's contents spilled across multiple lanes on both sides of the roadway, clogging the major artery with sugar.
That is upsetting.
Oh, chocolate. Oh, not like
Yeah, it was like liquid or melted chocolate.
Liquid melted chocolate.
Wasn't it like
I
a tanker
thought it was
truck?
Like a,
liquid chocolate.
Pooper truck.
Yeah. They called it liquid chocolate in the news story just in case.
Well,
the
I
kids
thought you were
reading.
saying that because you didn't want to say the actual word on the radio, so I thought you were calling it liquid
That
chocolate.
is the name of this week's show.
Liquid chocolate.
Liquid chocolate. Yep, that's a good one. Yeah, there we go.
Oh boy.
Or at least this first segment is liquid chocolate. The rest of it was pretty good. But no, there were pictures of where they just
That's
spread
what I
all
saw.
over. Yeah,
it was everywhere.
It was nasty, and it looked like what you were talking about, Keith. But it was liquid chocolate.
It's actual candy chocolate.
But it was like a tanker truck, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like I didn't even realize chocolate was transported in tanker trucks.
In the tanker truck.
Especially melted. That would doesn't seem like the ideal way.
When does it solidify?
Right. Doesn't seem like the ideal way to transport it. It's
right.
like if it's in blocks, you can just put it on a pallet.
Or if it's in barrels or something,
You think there'd be either way to transport it then?
Yeah. And one big tank. Yeah, barrels would be a better idea.
Right.
That way.
Yeah, even that.
Are you listening? Well, we are.
Go ahead. I know where you're headed.
Nope.
Let's ostracize another country. Don.
Nope. Not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. But yeah, you're right.
I know.
You know where I was.
I was thinking it earlier, and I was like, I will not say this.
Just to be silly.
Yeah. And we also have a fresh face on the life. Finally,
refreshing.
We don't get a lot of new faces around here because it's been going on so long. But Olivia Burns is in the studio with us.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, thanks for coming in. It's good to get a change every now and then.
Yeah.
And you seem very pleasant. I get a lot of jerks in here. No offense, Scotty.
None taken.
But I have a quick announcement regarding 6 Feet Below Hell. Just found out 1 year on Redbox now. 6 Feet Below Hell that Redbox was going to pull out of their boxes 1 week in because it wasn't renting enough, and we stepped up the advertisement and the promotion, and it is now 1 year. And it's still available in Redbox.
Proper advertisements. Very well played.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. You can find that 6 feet below the Redbox.
Yeah, still inside of it.
Still inside
It's
of
6
it.
feet inside of the Redbox. It's embedded now. It's like
in
a
a time
virus.
capsule.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen it by now, get out and rent it because it's a phenomenon now. If you spend a year in Redbox, there are Hollywood movies that don't spend a year in Redbox.
It's a cult following like Troll 2.
Yeah, exactly. No, Troll 3, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're eating her! Have you ever seen that?
No,
reference.
I have
Okay,
no
it's
idea what you're talking about, but I know what I'm doing tonight.
Yes.
I'm getting home, going to my nearest Redbox. Probably
picking
gonna
up
hate
6
this.
Feet Below Hell.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
You don't get a full year in Redbox and suck. You have to be good, and or just very lucky, or just promote a lot because they don't care. They just want money. That's really.
Mm-hmm.
But also Saturday we wrapped filming on Black Mamba.
Hey, congratulations!
Also not a porn.
Congratulations, and that's disappointing.
I know you keep waiting.
Yeah,
but that was my early work. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of the chapter, can we give a shout out to Dale?
I've been wondering how Dale is doing. Does anybody have any information? Are you familiar with Dale Blomquist? He's one of our local comics. Runs a lot of great shows.
No,
he's not sure exactly where he sits right now.
Last I heard, they were able to get all the infection out. He still has. I think he's lost his leg up to his knee. I believe he has his leg amputated. I know he had his foot amputated.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's recovering. So.
Wow. I had not heard anything since the night of the show. I hadn't been up to date on any of that. So. Ed John is also in the. What was that noise?
My chair.
Oh, okay. I was
trying to move
sure
too much.
what you guys were doing.
Finish my
there.
intro.
I wasn't done. Ed John is also our first guest in the studio today. The at the one and only.
There we go.
There.
Hashtag kneecaps.
Hashtag
Ed Jones.
kneecaps. Yeah.
So how are the kneecaps? How's that joke going? Have you just stopped doing? Has Travis turned you off of that joke altogether?
Oh no, I'm always
Okay.
working, always grinding.
Okay.
Digging deeper.
You guys need to stop letting Travis dictate anybody's jokes.
Travis doesn't dictate any jokes.
Right.
Well, he tries.
He just tells people to quit.
He most certainly tries to dictate.
Yeah. Hashtag kneecaps and hashtag quit. That's
I saw Dale today. Speaking of kneecaps.
Kneecap.
Yeah. I saw him
Sorry,
today. He's
Dale.
doing good. He's doing well.
That's good. That's good. Is he out of the hospital? Is he in?
Oh no, he's still in the hospital.
He's still in the hospital.
Yeah, he's still in the hospital.
Well, I don't know this story.
Dale, do you know Dale Blomquist?
Yes.
Dale.
No of.
Okay. Dale has had some health issues and.
He's not the same guy you heard of.
Yeah. He's not been doing too well. He actually missed a show, which is very rare. And fortunately, people at the club called the cops, had him do a wellness check on him. So,
oh wow,
made sure he was okay, and he ended up in the hospital and is still there. And that's
still there. He's doing well though.
It's been almost a month, I believe, if not a little. Hasn't it been? It's been
2.5 weeks.
Has it been 2.5 weeks?
Yeah, maybe 2.5.
It's almost a month for me. Time moves quickly.
Okay, you're right. Yeah.
I live faster than most.
Yeah, live fast, die hard. I got you.
How I feel right now, Don.
Live fast. That beard lives fast.
Yes. This is actually only 2 weeks growth. I had it all shaved off 2 weeks ago. So
that's not real?
No, that's not.
Okay, I was like, that's not real.
Yeah,
Here's the thing, though. Like beard lore, I don't know. I've seen people who really do grow just stupid beards so fast.
Beard lore.
That's beard lore.
I was barefaced back in October, end of October.
I mean, so that's still pretty
that's
intense. It's an intense beard for that amount of time.
Yeah.
Beard lore.
Because I don't, some people will say like I can grow a full beard in, 3 or 4 days, and you'd say you can't, but I can grow a full beard in like 4 or 5 days.
I don't know about 4 or 5 days.
It's not like real long, but
it's
definitely a full filled-in beard. So, that's beard lore.
Yeah, that's
because you don't know if you can trust it or not.
Beard lore.
It's like the fish.
Yeah,
beard
fish
politics.
gets bigger.
Yeah, the fish story and the
politics.
beard story are very similar.
Yeah,
as in the size and how fast it grows.
There's a lot of puns in there, but
a lot of puns.
We'll leave that.
A lot of puns.
Yep, that's not good.
I was hoping this would be like the Life After Dark because it's 7 o'clock, 7 to 9.
Yeah, welcome
Taxi
to
Cab Confessional.
The Life After Dark.
But it's not. We can't.
No.
I can still say taint, but I can't. We can't go beyond.
What can't we say?
You can't cuss.
I'll let you know if you say it.
After all
Ohio music scene is on fire. And nobody knows that better than Dan Diesel. Get your fix of music fresh out of the Buckeye State every week with Ohio is on Fire. Fridays at 1 p.m. Brought to you by Eventide Entertainment.
A Minnesota woman had a memorable time at a music festival a couple weekends ago, but no one would blame her if she'd rather forget it. That's a normal feeling when you get your head stuck in a truck's exhaust pipe for 45 minutes.
What?
Caitlin Strom was at the Winstock Country Music. It's a country music
By the
festival.
way, of course her name is Caitlin.
Right.
Go on.
In the town of Winstead a couple Fridays ago. I can't even remember when this news story was out. When she decided to go where few people had gone before. She said, we were just all having fun, and I saw this big exhaust pipe, and I was like, hey, I could probably fit my head in that. So I tried it. It did fit, but it wouldn't come back out.
What?
Strom estimated she spent 45 minutes inside the tailpipe and said she was finally rescued when firefighters used a power saw. And now that they destroyed somebody's tailpipe on their truck.
Because of Caitlin.
Yeah.
Hi,
'cause of Caitlin.
my name's Caitlin, and
I bet I could fit my head into that.
I could probably fit my head in there. Oh my god, you guys, I'm stuck.
The new Steve Irwin. I'm going to go stick my head in that beehive and take a look around.
Oy, Caitlin.
Yes,
honey.
That's because normally when I'm at a party and I see something that my head would fit
I
into,
could
I
stick
think,
my
hey,
head in there.
my head'll fit in that. And then
I don't think I've ever said, oh, hey, my head will fit in that. Let's try it.
Right. That's a unique person that thinks in those terms of what their head will and will not fit in.
I think I'm going to be
And then
Caitlin
wants
from
to
now
experiment it.
on stage.
Okay, you guys. So I don't know if you know this, but some people have trucks that your head will fit in the exhaust pipe. Oh my god, but it doesn't come out, so don't do it. It's hard.
Yep, sometimes you just got to move the truck nuts aside and go for it. That's what.
Speaking of truck nuts, I haven't seen that comic in a while.
Which one is truck nut?
The one that has all the plungers.
Oh,
I can't remember
wow.
his name.
I have not either.
Yeah, he wears the truck nuts on a chain around his
right.
neck. How do you forget truck nuts?
Well, the plungers kind of took away from the truck nuts.
I mean, after a while, you don't even see the plungers, but the truck nuts burn in your brain, at least if you're me.
Man.
Last time I saw him with Ollie's, and that was probably almost a year ago.
Oh, so he did other shows than Wiley's.
He did that first night at Wiley's, and then the next day he came to Ollie's.
Really?
And just created an atmosphere. Let's go with that.
He's such a nice,
nicest guy.
Very nice,
yeah, the thing that sucks about a lot of these open mic comics is they're so nice, and you really I get so excited when I meet new people, and they're like, "Oh, you're trying this for the first time. This is so great.
Oh, you have a
Why are you wearing knee pads and a hat
and
nothing else?"
Why is there a cone sticking there? Why is there a traffic cone
Why is
sticking
there a
out of
traffic cone and you're wearing a wig? I still don't know why he wore the wig.
So many questions.
Yeah.
I think prop comedy just should be left. Maybe I'll just do a prop comedy show.
Oh,
maybe
that would
one
be so
Sunday.
terrible.
Oh, Lord.
I'll just do all prop comedy.
Nothing but prop comics.
Why? That'd be fun.
That would be a fun challenge to get. Yeah, that would.
I'll book
be
anybody on the show if
that's
they
hilarious.
have props.
I
mean, I'm
I'd
trying
have
to mix
get some
it up.
props just to do it. I'd
Yeah.
have to, I'd have to just to the challenge of.
The more I think about it, the more I want that to happen.
Well, here's
like
the
it's sitting
thing.
in my head, and it's just
I'm trying to do. I'm been thinking about how to mix it up a little bit, and especially in the summer, Sunday comics gets a little stagnant sometimes, and people don't want to come out to a show if it's just going to be an open mic.
All right. It is Tuesday. It is 7 o'clock. It is time for the Life Radio Show, brought to you from the newly dubbed, the newly renamed Wiley's Comedy Studios at WWSU. What? Yeah. That was just thrown up to me, or not thrown up to me, thrown out to me, thrown over to me. It was told to me. Somebody said something.
That's big.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Don.
Look at that.
Making moves.
Yeah.
Making moves.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm somebody.
Yeah. Is it like with Don Smith or just
Wiley's Comedy Studios?
You got to be more selfish. You got to press them harder.
That's true.
Get your name in there.
That next time it needs to be Wiley's Comedy, the Life Radio Don Smith Studios. That's what we need. That's the full title, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, it should be the
Don
like
Smith.
the Ohio. Yeah,
the Don Smith Life Comedy.
No,
Wiley's
it needs to be like 3
show.
D's in it. Like it needs to start with one. Yeah,
just start every one.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
it.
getting needlessly drawn out.
Let me hear it.
You want the whole thing?
I mean, not those terms. But
Welcome to the Life Radio Show with your host, the Don Smith from the Wiley's Comedy Studios at WWSU.
How'd that make you feel?
Confused. Probably like many people, slightly confused, Ed. Did we cover news stories the last time you guys were here?
Yeah, we killed time with that. Yeah, we did.
We killed time. It's not killing time. It's fantastic.
Excuse me.
Important news. It's part of my shtick. It's what I do. Okay. Employees at a bank in Tinsukia, India, have a good reason to be cheesed off after at least one rat got into an ATM and ate $19,000 worth of rupees. A rodent robber was discovered June 11th when technicians arrived to fix a State Bank of India cash machine. Inside the ATM was one dead rat amid a bunch of Indian currency and 500 rupee and 2,000 rupee bills that had been chewed to shreds.
Oh, my God.
Police Superintendent Mugna Yota, that guy, told reporters on Friday that the rat had entered the ATM through small holes for the cables.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's
I
was thinking of Ruby.
$19,000.
I was thinking that has to hurt when he goes to the bathroom.
Well, that's probably what killed him.
Yeah.
Why are you thinking that
rat.
anyway?
Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
Rupees. Yeah, I think that was paper money.
Yeah.
Just the name of it.
It is.
Yeah. But that's a that's different.
Like I
that's
said.
different. Yeah, we killed time
We
with that
killed
news
some
story.
time.
Not enough. We have to punch this up a little bit.
Okay.
Any dead rat stories? I just thought I'd throw that out there and see what you never know.
Interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting.
That's all we got. It's just
That was all the
interesting.
news?
Yeah. That's all
Oh.
that's all we have on that story. It's
Okay,
just to
good.
talk about. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Let's move on. Week after week, I bring people on here that have so much potential to get me fired from the station, and every one of them has let me down.
Aww.
There's a lot of Dayton comics in here with some mouths on them. I'm surprised.
I know. I am so disappointed in them too.
I heard.
3.5
We heard the one with
years
Ed
I've been
John.
doing this.
We heard the one with Ed John. He was like your co-host that day. I'm surprised he didn't slip up once.
He has before.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, he has dropped one
What a
before.
turd.
Yeah, that's
Just
it.
the worst.
That's it.
The worst.
That's why he lost too. We love you, Ed.
I kept calling him last place.
We kind of like you.
I kept calling him last place on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh,
Like,
so
he
you
got off
actually
stage.
did see the.
Oh no, it's probably me. But he got off stage and he's like, oh, I did well, and I was like, nice job, last place, and like fist bumped him.
Nice.
Wow. He asked me. He said he was going to go up and do nothing but crowd work for his 5 minutes in the finals. I said that'd be very brave. He said, "What would happen if I won?" I said, "We would never hear the end of it, Ed."
Right. No, I told him after the show.
10 years from now,
I told him after the show. I go, good on you, man, for doing crowd work. That's awesome. It's the only thing you got laughs on, though. Nice job. And John Morse goes, man, you seem like such a nice guy, but you are just a mean person. Out there. I was like, that's what I do.
You get it back though.
man.
You get it back.
For sure.
Yeah, that's
like
the
when
fun
Wiley's
thing,
put
is-
Gay Ray on their marquee.
Right.
Hilarious.
Right.
Hilarious.
Who would have done that?
My
Oh my
dad
God, that
did.
is
My
the-
parents love that.
I laughed so hard. It's my Facebook cover picture right now. And I know that the sign still doesn't say it, but that's so
Right.
funny to me.
Well, Travis happened to catch me as I was changing the marquee, and he said, "You know what you ought to do?" And I said, "You are absolutely right."
Yeah.
No, he tagged me in it on Facebook, and as soon as I saw it, I just busted into laughter. I thought it was so funny.
He has a joke where he talks about being called Gay Ray in high school because it rhymed. And it
hilarious
was kids
nickname.
picked on. Yeah.
Do the rest of it.
And so I don't know your jokes. I don't listen.
I do.
I know something about
I
that
know.
part, but
I started going by Raymond. It's a real story.
Yeah.
I started going by Raymond, and then they started calling me Flamin' Raymond.
Wow.
Yeah, hilarious. Antonio didn't care. But no, I just...
that's my phone. My wife
Real
is calling
professional.
while I'm in.
Thought maybe I
the
forgot to
thing.
turn
Well,
my
it's
vibrator
silence.
off.
It's just vibrating.
Yeah.
So we're going to all
There's two
wonder
different modes for that.
what you're doing, Ray.
Yeah.
There's silence and there's vibrate. It can't be both.
Yeah, all I hear is...
Oh, excuse me. I'll
Sorry.
turn that right off. Just got a little
Why are you
bored over here.
smiling?
I was
Charlie.
wondering how you got your voice high like that. Well, fortunately, you're not close enough to the microphone, so it can't pick it.
I feel like it's going to be in my mouth.
Well, yeah.
But chocolate's out of season.
I had to look at Scotty's face like, how's Scotty going to take it?
There are some wheels turning.
I'm taking all my cues off Scotty's face. Like,
Oh, we're all going to stand up while she hums the national.
Let's be gentle. It's my first time.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. We gotta
Well, here,
take
drink
it slow.
this.
Yeah.
Might make you sleepy.
I have a bottle. You'll have to stay hydrated. I got a
The
bottle
Cosby
of water.
special.
Anyway, yeah, chocolate's out of season
Chocolate's
for
out of
Bill's
season.
Donuts.
I've never heard of such a thing. And somebody just messaged me on the website that Krispy Kreme is the best, and I think they're mental.
Krispy
I'm
Kreme
not
is good
sure,
on
yeah.
that between that like
If
2
you go to
o'clock and 4
actual
o'clock.
Yeah,
Krispy
if you
Kreme.
go to an actual Krispy
Yeah.
Kreme and get them there,
Hot,
if you get
fresh
the ones in the
donuts
store,
with the
they're,
signs
like
lit up.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yes. Like
Yeah.
right off of the line.
Yep, let's go.
You know, just let me stick my face there.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll do a Lucille Ball reenactment. I'm probably dating myself with that reference.
Yeah,
but,
you are.
You know,
yeah.
maybe
Stick
some people
your
will
face
appreciate
there,
the
do a
fact.
ball reenactment. We've discussed all this already. With
We have.
Off the air,
We
but
have.
let's do it.
So anyway, where were we?
But
Chocolate's out of
Scotty be in
season.
the weight room
Chocolate's out
though.
of season.
Scotty be in the weight room. How much were you like leg pressing? I saw something on Facebook.
So that was 540.
There was some plates on there, yeah.
Yeah, 540.
Yeah. So you
That's
like
it?
counterbalance it, like you balance it out though. At least
That's
you're not.
how I justify my donut eating.
Yeah.
I'm in a
Right.
bulking phase right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, give me all the donuts you got. Bulking up.
I'm gonna hit this gym.
I've been in the bulking phase for some time, actually.
Yeah, the bulking phase. Yeah, that don't end. Yep.
Well, we'll go Scottish next. Although the Loch Ness Monster is probably mythical,
I don't think so.
someone actually figured out a plan for what to do if Nessie turns out to be legit. Back in 2001, Scottish Natural Heritage, a group funded by the Scottish government, created a series of guidelines in the event that Nessie is discovered, according to the BBC. The plan has resurfaced in part because an international team of scientists combed the murky Loch Ness last month for environmental DNA to confirm which species call the lake home. Quit playing with your hair, Scotty.
Acknowledging somebody. On
Scottish First Minister Nicola Sturgeon, isn't that a fish, told Good Morning Britain last month that she believed Nessie was real. Animal lovers will be happy to know that Nessie's welfare is of paramount importance. The plan stipulates that if the creature is captured, a DNA sample should be taken before releasing him back into the lake.
How? What's the sample? That would be a mess of a
You
Loch
haven't
Ness.
milked a Nessie? Have you ever milked a Nessie, lad? It's great.
Your Scottish accent's on point.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
it.
good. Scottish.
Oh, that's yeah. It doesn't specify where they were getting the DNA, but
And that's why I hate human beings.
because every time you find something, you got to get DNA.
The first
from it
time
somehow.
we see this thing for real,
Yeah,
we're going to
just
snatch
gonna
the
poke
DNA.
it and pry.
That's
You're
why
like,
I hate
tickle, it's
human beings.
pink.
That's why I hate human beings. Oh, it is alive. Let's go violate it. Let's go get it.
Yep.
That's why aliens are real. It's just like alien abductions, you know.
Exactly.
That's,
They
my
probe,
cousins.
They probe us. We probe.
But they bring people back though.
My Scottish Kentuckian cousins all have an alien abduction story. Like I was probed.
Yeah. Well,
dude, you were in county. Give it a rest.
I think a UFO is the state bird in Kentucky, actually.
Unidentified family. Oh, wait, what?
Wait, what was that?
You heard us
I like
sing.
the people that come in late in these conversations. I'm getting a WTF right now.
Like, what if the monster is all about like
Bruce,
DNA?
I know it's weird, man. It's
What
weird.
if the
You came
only
in at
thing
a
it
weird
wants
time.
is DNA? Like the only thing it trips out about is DNA.
And we're taking it.
Trying to.
Man, you will find
And that would-
a
there are
resentment,
lots-
and you will,
He's going with it.
dude. Like trilobites. How you feel about them?
Necessary. Necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
try
how do
them.
they feel about their DNA? Have you met a lot of animals that are friendly with their DNA? That where if you started
I've
poking
seen
it,
monkeys that have been friendly with their DNA.
I know some women.
That is
who
very
talk
true.
around
That is
like-
very true. That is
And
very
some
true.
nursing homes, people are friendly with their
I've had some
DNA.
encounters with DNA.
Yep.
And some cell blocks in the county jail
Yeah.
are
Right.
very friendly with their DNA.
Frat parties, you get some DNA.
Well, I mean, it's one thing if they hand you your their DNA unprovoked.
But to say
It's
I'm gonna
another
go
thing.
get
Man,
if
I was
you-
walking by.
It's another thing if you go tackle it, tag it, and start probing. That's,
Which is what
that's
they
a
plan
whole
on
different-
doing.
Right,
Which is what they plan on
they're
doing.
going to do with
That's
Nessie.
foreplay,
It's not
tackle and tag.
It's not like Nessie's going to come out and go.
I hope it does, though. I hope it does.
You're like, gotcha, bitch.
Hey, you can't say those things, man.
You can say it like he said it, though. That's the only way. Like, that's real allowable on radio. He hit the perfect pitch, too. Like, he was
That's true.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Nessie comes out and just drenches all of Scotland. And they're done.
head back.
See you in another 100 years.
And if it lands on you, it burns you. It's just
You get the mark of the beast.
it's gone. It's just done. Oh, maybe we don't want that approach. Yeah, mother.
You want DNA, do you?
Standing in the middle of the ocean. So you gotta go get
Hey,
DNA.
get from here.
You gotta go retrieve it now.
Yeah, that's the Loch Ness monster. That's all.
Oh. Yeah, it's not just coming on land like, here you go.
There's
You
your
gotta come
second
get
half.
this.
There's your second half. Loch Ness
The
monster.
Loch Ness.
There you go.
Perfect, Scott.
Oh. That's the story of the day.
There's
That's the story.
pandemonium in here. As Gorilla Monsoon would say. There's pandemonium in the ring.
It's using
Gorilla
both hands,
Monsoon.
fam. Both
We were
hands.
just talking about a Nessie monsoon.
Nessie got two right hands. Because we don't know how many hands this thing has. It could have like 12
That's
hands.
true. That's true.
That's a mess.
Then again, it could be like a T-Rex and not be able to reach anything with its hands.
Oh, that poor guy.
Yeah. In which case,
Then he'd be asking for assistance.
Yeah, in which case he'd be like, "Take my DNA, please."
Yeah.
I know, because some of the pictures show a really long neck. I'm just saying.
That is true.
Yeah, you
that
only
is
see the
true.
neck.
It's a
Yeah,
really
man, that
long
dude's
neck.
not even standing up. We haven't even
No
seen his
wonder we
legs.
haven't seen him in a long time. He hasn't bothered to come up here.
Oh.
He's like,
Like, nah, I'm just staying here. It's okay.
You
Got
only see the
everything I
neck.
need.
You only see the neck.
Well, yeah, he's got to come up.
No, it's gross, dude.
he needs to be a spitter, not a swallower.
Loads.
Oh, man,
man.
I'm losing my show today.
Yeah.
I don't even see where we
Say,
can
come
go.
up to spit.
I'll see your T-Rex arms for one long neck.
Oh.
Good call, T-Bone.
I'm telling you.
That one made my face hurt.
Right.
That's the best news story ever.
That is. That's the story of the day. Nessie spits. They don't like her in their world. Stay away from Nessie.
It's a new Nestle product.
Yeah, darn it, Dad, I can't have two titles for the show, but that's a subtitle.
From the makers of Nestle Quick, we bring you Nessie Spits.
Hey, hashtag Nessie spitting out here.
Low key.
Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check us out on Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network or wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we're on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM with a repeat broadcast on Wednesdays from noon to 2, or you can always stream the show live at wwsu1069.org. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.